there's an expansion coming out for Destiny. It's called The Dark Below. December 9th.
The thing says, Justin, start talking.
It's gonna be
now.
It's gonna be $20, or if you bought it's a $35 expansion pass, and that gets you the next one too, I believe. The level cap will be 32. There will be 5 bounty slots. I have no idea what that means. Competitive arenas, new ones.
5 additional bounty slots?
Mm-hmm. There's going to be an additional raid, a cooperative strike mission, and 3 story missions. Two for Sony. Did you add that in there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's 1 cooperative strike available and 2 for Sony. Yeah. And then that'll last for a year. So
Which
Xbox.
Is nuts.
Yeah, it's a long time.
But you know what's funny? People go. I think there was an article on Kotaku and they said this shit has to stop. But guess what? They were perfectly fine with Tomb Raider doing that for a year, roughly a year. It's an entire game they're getting for a year. You're missing out on 2 maps? Is it now?
Yeah, it's 2 strikes, and that's it.
Yeah,
2 strikes and a couple guns.
But they get a full game, but it's an issue now. It's like, no.
Yeah,
that isn't.
You
fair.
take away my 1080p, and it's okay because you want to get the game too.
Did you guys hear that the Far Cry 4 developer said that gamers don't care about 1080p?
I haven't read
I don't
that.
have a slider.
He might be right.
I don't know.
Might be right.
Like, so 1080p is not really my issue. It's the frame rates that actually bug me.
Yeah, frame rate is always a big deal. Coming from a background of fighting games, you're always playing fighting games in 60 frames. That's how you define fighting games. If it's not in 60 frames, you can't technically qualify it as a fighting game because it doesn't follow straight frame data. So it's harder to calculate those frames and harder to know when you can punish something, and there's more mapping required. And so a lot of people are just like, fuck it. There's no point.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
if
I
you
like
give
JoJo.
me if you give me 720p but give me 60 frames, I probably won't notice a difference.
I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as it's like native, at least 720, it's not that big a deal. But the thing is like, okay, so you guys know about a good example is that JoJo game that came out, JoJo's All-Star Battle Royale. Talk shit, dog. JoJo's the most masculine shit ever. Anyway,
Sounds like it.
So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the 3D fighter one was like 30 frames or like 40 frames. It doesn't follow specific frame data, but a lot of like fighting game players played it, but you can't play it at a tournament. It can only be a side tournament at best. Meanwhile, you have the other JoJo, which was made by Capcom for Dreamcast, Stardust Crusaders Saga, and that one's 60 frames, but it's 2D, but people fucking love it. It's unbalanced as fuck, but people fucking love it because it's 60 frames. That's the thing at the end of the day. Yeah. So 60 frames matters to me too, just like you. We're completely off topic here. Sorry.
Basically, what we're trying to say is Dark Below, get it on December 9th.
Yeah.
For $20. Or buy the expansion pass for the next 2 expansions.
It should be worth noting that this game is officially at least $80 to get the full experience. I think it is important to note that.
Yeah. But then again, at the same time, you do have things like Dark Souls. But I feel Dark Souls is warranted. Dark Souls 2 had their DLCs, which help explain the story a little more, or not really explain. We'll say it. They help you explain the story more, help you qualify the ending that they gave you initially, and those were $10 separately, and I paid for them all separately because they released it 1 month. Or you can get all 3 at the end of when the last one drops. You can get all 3 for like $25 or something like that.
Save $5.
Save $5. Woo! But I will say, every last DLC was worth it. It was fucking worth it, and I think FromSoft's like that. But
I'm really hoping that Destiny
bounces back.
Yes, because I love the gameplay of Destiny. Gameplay-wise, that game is phenomenal. Content-wise, there's just not enough.
There isn't.
Like even these expansion packs that we're paying for, I don't feel like they're offering enough.
They're not really expansions.
A strike,
like patches.
Yeah, a strike is going to last me 20 minutes, and we'll say I do it 5 times. So, math. Anyways,
maybe like 2 hours. 2 hours with time in between.
Yeah, 2 hours of time in between of content for one strike. So they're giving me 2 on Sony. So 4 hours. Then the raid, I don't really give a shit. I'll probably pug it, not care if I kill it or not.
Yeah.
And then 3 story missions, another hour. So I'm getting 6 to 8 hours of gameplay out of this for $20 or $17 if you break it up between the two.
Well, but you get that fantastic story added to it.
They're actually, the story that they're switching, the 3 story missions, they're actually changing how they present the information.
That's good.
So instead of your ghost telling you, they're actually, it's supposed to be like another guardian. Like the fact that you rarely meet any other guardians. I think you meet one other guardian
that
through
one
the entire story.
animatronic chick, yeah.
Yeah. You meet that one chick, and then the story doesn't ever expand after that, unless your ghost is telling you. But most of the time, it's like you're discovering stuff. You're not actually told anything.
Yeah. There's no developments within what you already know.
Mhm.
It's
Well,
always just like, oh, there's a new faction.
When that completely breaks the rule of literature, which is show, don't tell. You're not supposed to just say like, "Hey, this war is pretty crazy." You're supposed to like
okay.
show examples of it.
2 guys got blown up by mortars right next to you. You know?
Yeah, you're supposed to actually show it.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully they make they make it worthwhile.
Yeah, they got a long way to go.
People are gonna buy it anyway.
I am confident.
What's that?
I'm confident.
Yeah.
in this.